So as you know, here on Test Drive, we love doing electric vehicles, and there's been a lot of new electric vehicles hitting our market. One of the most anticipated sedans is this 2024 Lucid Air Pure. We're going to be taking this on the road, seeing how it is, and driving it for our first drive here on Test Drive to see what this vehicle has to offer. I've spotted a couple of them in the Toronto area so far, and it really is the vehicle that's on the top of my list to drive. So join me because I'm pretty excited about this one. All right, folks, this is a vehicle that I have been waiting for quite some time. I know a lot of people have had a chance to drive it, but here on Test Drive, we're a smaller channel, so we don't get all the stuff right away. But boy, oh boy, was I excited. When I signed up for AJAC EcoRun, was signing up to get selected, and then I got selected. When I saw that Lucid was gonna be here, oh boy, was I excited. And not only was Lucid here, we have people from Lucid here to tell us about the cars. So I am currently driving the Lucid Air Pure. This is the entry-level model for the Air, but it's a sharp-looking car. I've seen a couple of them on the road, not out in St. Thomas where I am, but I have seen them on the road when I'm going into Toronto, dropping off press cars and stuff like that. I think I've seen two. And then, during the time I've been here for EcoRun, there's two here because, we're obviously testing one, and then the folks from Lucid have their own. So we've had a chance really to get to see this car quite a bit over the last day, and now I'm driving it. I'm so excited to finally get the chance to do so. Now, what can I tell you about this in the, I've got 45 minutes here to be able to talk about it. I don't know if you and I are gonna have 45 minutes to talk about it because there's only so much I can say with a first drive such as this, but first impressions right off the bat, which is something we don't usually do, is, for me it was a little tough getting into the car. Okay, I had to kind of duck my head down quite a bit. Wasn't the most comfortable experience. But I made it work. I was able to get into the vehicle. A lot of the controls are inside the screen. So headlight controls are on the screen, my mirror controls, my steering wheel, and that was the big one. The steering wheel for me was the big problem because it was way too far, out and down for me to really fit into the car. And you have to go into the infotainment to do it. First impressions, like I said, getting in, that was one thing. Interior here, I like it. We've got a little bit of like wood trim. We've got almost like a denim material throughout the dashboard and door cards. Seats are comfortable. They've got some pretty good adjustments overall. And then I'd say the vehicle space on the inside is pretty comparable to, say, like an E-Class or maybe even a short wheelbase S-Class. So you're getting a good amount of space in the vehicle. I'm comfortable here. We got a good seating position. There looks like there's enough space in the back. I've got to stretch my arms a little bit to get to where the back seat area is there, so you've got some space, no problems whatsoever. So I think if you're looking at a larger vehicle, you'd like a car such as myself, then this could be a good option for you. But again, a lot of it is screen, and that actually kind of reminds me a little bit of what Cadillac did with the Escalade, right? Because we've got a little screen on the left that controls things like your wipers, your lights, trunk release, stuff like that. You've got a large digital display in the center that shows my speed and shows me currently 400 kilometers of range, and I think we're at like 60% range. Like that's a lot. And then we've got a smaller display on the right. That's your traditional infotainment setup there, and we do have wireless Apple CarPlay. It doesn't take up the whole space because the screen has got kind of like a little curve to it, almost looks like a side view mirror, so you're losing a little bit of real estate because of that. So I did have a chance to speak with the folks at Lucid, and their pitch for this vehicle is it's the most energy efficient vehicle on the market. It has the best range, but it uses the battery pack the most efficient way possible. Now, I haven't done a ton of driving so far, right? We're getting there, we're going, but we currently are at, we've used up 1 kilowatt hour of battery, but since the last charge, which was 100 kilometers ago or so apparently, we've used 18 kilowatts, and we've gone 5.2 kilometers per kilowatt hour. Now, I don't use those numbers. Personally, I prefer kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, so I'll have a little conversion in the lower third for you. I can't do it on the fly here, unfortunately, and I'm sure somebody will comment and tell me that, oh, you just have to do this, and whatever. So that's what we're at right now. It seems pretty efficient considering, again, we're just, we just dipped below 400 kilometers of range now, and we've still got quite a bit of range. Like, I'm really not worried about it. Now, our Pure here, like I said, is the entry level. We're looking at 430 horsepower from a single motor, and it's rear wheel drive as it's configured here. We're driving along here, terrible roads in Quebec, and it eats it up quite well. So I'm impressed with that. I like that. That's what you're looking for. Like, and again, if you're buying a luxury electric vehicle such as this, you're spending about 100K. You want something that has a good ride, it's good comfort. Steering and everything, responsiveness has been pretty good so far. But since we're doing a first drive here, and I want to do an extended first drive, we're gonna cut here for a break, and then we're gonna pick it up when we can do a little bit of performance driving. I'm a man of my word. I told you we were going to do some performance testing, and here's how you know we're in for a treat. When you push sprint mode, it tells me right here, sprint activation. Sprint mode enables maximum power and torque. It's recommended only to be used by a skilled, advanced driver. That's me, under suitable conditions. That's right now. We're pushing confirm. So we're currently in sprint mode. Now, I'll give us a little bit of a berth here. We got a motorcyclist in front of us. I'm not quite sure how good you can see it there, but oh, whoa, buddy. Yeah, that's some performance. Holy cow. Like, we expect that from a twin motor. Oh my God, that was quick. All right, we're gonna try it again, because again, we're stuck kind of behind a motorcyclist here. We got impatient Quebecers behind us. This is the way, nothing new there, but I'm gonna see if we can overtake. Oh my God, oh my God, that's pretty scary. Actually, I can understand now why they say you got to be a skilled driver. Wow, this is again rear-wheel drive only, so I can only imagine if you go up to the all-wheel drive model, how much more power this thing's gonna have. I mean, that's insane. Like, again, like, oh my God. Okay. That's nice. We're gonna go back into smooth mode. I'm trying to get that Eco award here for EcoRun, but man, that's impressive. And there's no real sound to it. You can hear a little bit. I mean, maybe they've got a little bit of fake engine noise that kind of gives you the sensation of that propulsion. So there is a little sound. And for all I know, maybe it could be the electric motor's actually winding up because you're going so quick. But that was pretty impressive. I'm quite happy with that amount of performance. So one of the things that we've talked about recently is how the Germans specifically, they are going for performance when it comes to their electric vehicles, but they're achieving that with two motors, one on the front and the back, giving you all-wheel drive. That's like next level performance from one motor. So do you need it? No, absolutely not. But it's awesome. Oh my God. So there you go. If you've been curious to know, maybe you've seen videos on this before. I'd be surprised if this is the first one, but this is my first experience with the Lucid, and I have to say, quite impressive. So good job. This is what I like to see. We need more competition in the EV space. We need more vehicles to be able to compete with brands like Tesla and then the standard OEMs, right? We're seeing a lot more of them. So this is great. I'm glad that I had the chance to drive this. What a thrill. So, like I said, I only had this vehicle for a little bit. If you have any questions about it, though, I will do my best to get back to you. We're hoping now that Lucid has taken part in this AJAC event, that perhaps Lucid will have vehicles available on their press fleet. We'll be able to get a chance to drive this for more than a couple hours. We'd like it for a whole week. But let me know in the comments if there's anything about this vehicle you'd like to know. I'll do my best to answer them. As always, we invite you to subscribe to the channel, as well as give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, because it helps us grow the channel. The more interactions we get, the more we build our community, the better it is for all of us. So I appreciate you watching. Thanks. And until next time, take care.